Tim, it's one thing to throw a no-hitter, and it's nothing to do in the regular season. For what's on the line and him to be a freshman, what extra statement does that make about who he is as a young guy to do that at this stage?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, he separates himself, but he started to separate himself before Christmas and into January and February. You could start to see a special kid, and I actually think that that first series when he pitched against TCU, and I don't think he made it out of the second inning. I actually thought that was a good thing for him. He was completely unaffected. He went right back to work when we got back here and was on go. But he's unique. He's special. He's a different mind. He's very committed, and everything he does, very serious about what he's doing.
Tim, in the 8th inning, or was there any thought at taking him out? You know, he previously only had 105 pitches. Was it the way he was pitching just make it easier to let him go back out there for the ninth?
You look at him and see how big he is, and you take him out. I think just at that point you're on the right to stay in the game. But having said that, we had a pitcher ready to go. The bottom line is we needed to keep Duke off the scoreboard because they're a very potent offensive team. But his stuff, and Dave alluded to the velocity. The velocity was he was maintaining it. I think he threw 197-mile-an-hour fastball in the ninth inning. I looked up there and I told Bax, I said, "Holy cow, he's feeling it." And just his ability to control his adrenaline was a special thing because a lot of young kids, older kids, can't do that. I thought the pivotal part, to be honest with you, is when he hit Kenny. When he hit Kenny, most kids can't rebound from that moment. That is a very difficult moment. First of all, I was glad to see that Kenny was okay because that just happened to them a couple of weeks ago with Murray. So that was a scary thing. But for Kumar, when he came off the field, you could tell he was a little bit shaken. When he comes in, he slams my hand every time he comes in, and he didn't. And I was thinking that I hope he can get through that moment, and he did.
Tim, obviously Kumar's had a good year. He won 9 games for you as a freshman. Now tonight was his 10th. I was talking about this in the press box. I had seen him earlier in the year on a Sunday where he wasn't missing many bats. The stuff was still there. The decision to change him to pitching at night more as the season went on, do you think that has helped him with the stuff under the lights?
That's an interesting thought. Yeah, although in the SEC tournament I thought he was pretty effective there too. I just think the thing that's gotten better, Dave, is the breaking ball. The breaking ball has gotten better over time. To be honest with you, I didn't know how good the breaking ball was. I think in the fall it was pretty good, but it's sharpened. And he's worked hard at it. He is very, very driven to become a complete pitcher.
He was pretty fired up after the 7th. Did you have to get him amped down in the dugout before you sent him back out again?
No, you know, that's the thing I pointed to the kids. He does a good job of containing his emotions. I mean, he kind of lets out that sweat, body sweat, you know, emotion, but he comes back in and he contains himself. And you see that with special kids. You know, David Price was able to do that at certain times, but that's different.
So he had 19 strikeouts. Duke hit only 2 balls in the outfield the entire game. A lot of people were saying after the game it was one of the best performances by a pitcher at any level ever. What kind of reaction do you have to that kind of praise?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just know that from my eyes and what I've seen here at Vanderbilt, that probably was. You know, but there was a lot on that game. That was a very good team he beat. So all I care about is, you know, the fact that we win the game. But in terms of what it was, how it was done, how it was pitched, yeah, it was one of the best I've ever seen.
Joe Romer, to the left.
Tim, we were asking last night about, you know, bouncing back from that kind of a game and turning it around. Do you feel a game like this gives you any kind of an edge now going into the 3rd game?
Well, it allows us to play on. That's all. You know, I think you get back tomorrow, and I think the guys have to do a good job of getting some rest because emotionally that costs something. You know, that costs something both teams really. But No, I just think it allows us to go forward. And you mentioned Jarvis. I mean, Kumar was exceptional. Jarvis was very, very good. I mean, he was outstanding. The thing that made him unique was the fact that he got to 3 balls several times, 3-1, 3-2. He just did not give in. And what he was doing is he was throwing breaking pitches and change-ups in those counts, and we just couldn't pinpoint him. He's a special kid himself.
Probably the thing going into a winner-take-all in Game 3, the thing that gets overlooked tonight, I'm sure you had some guys up late, but you had to use one pitcher tonight. So you go into the final game, you know, with pretty fresh bullpen, you know, with a lot of staff guys that are available. That's got to be a big advantage for you guys.
Well, the fact that we have numbers is good, but those numbers still have to pitch well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we have some choices, and we have some choices to make, but I think that part's good. But at the same time, they're going to have to pitch through a very difficult lineup.
How did you feel about the hitting tonight? Because 3 runs wasn't a lot to show. There were guys left on base, but yet there were at least 3 balls that hit really hard that maybe had a chance to get out off the bat. Everything total, how did you see it, your offensive night?
I thought it was a well-pitched baseball game. Lux made an incredible play to take a home run away from DeMarco. Shrek made a play in the very first inning to take away a double or potential triple from Martin. I thought we hit the ball hard. Duvall, runner on first and second, no outs. Duvall crushes the ball to center field. The problem with those situations is when they don't fall, guys grip. And they're trying like hell just to be competitive and win. And when those things don't happen, you can feel in the dugout. I mean, it's just normal. But I liked how we started to move the bat later in the game.
One more question. Coach, thank you very much.